Welcome to the desk. Tonight's top stories. We have a muscle shortage in Carbonear. We're also seeing a Here Tell in international news. And we have, in lifestyle, a health report from Karen Bradley. All right. Tonight, on the desk. Things are serious these days, and we really want to settle down. So what we have heard is Dwight Ball has made a statement lately to the people of the province in saying that there is not much time left. But there'll be more on that later. And again, we have updates on the weather with Tony. Ken. No.
Whoa. Old Man Winter hasn't left us yet. Coming up this weekend, I'll tell you all the details. But just let you know, you better get your shovels out because Sheila's brush hasn't come across yet.
Oh, thanks a lot, Tony. That was great. So we got some dirty news from the other side of town tonight. We had a bit of a brutal battle ensued between the RNC and local crime gang, the Fearless 70 Men. We had reports at the scene that 2 lives were lost. More later and tomorrow. We're staying on that story as we do and as it develops. But we have our friend Ryan Mickelman in the field reporting.
Well, I just want to say that the field is just deteriorating as I speak, but I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm reporting, it's live, and there's a situation happening. Right now, there's just a really big outbreak in the community, and the outbreak is not known about where its origins have come from or where it's going to be coming to a resolution at any time. But all I can tell you is that the people aren't happy, and we have to do something about this. Back over to you.
Thank you, Don. We've had big news in the past couple weekends. We had a few Olympics over in Korea, and we wanted to say a great performance and thank you to all the Canadian hosts and well-to-doers this year. But we do have a special report close to home. Newfoundlander Marilyn Missance has actually won a bronze medal in the speed skating 9,000 meter event. And we have another report as well. Newfoundland superstar singer songwriter Ron Hines Ghost has actually placed 99th. So we're going to say thanks a lot for that. That's a great report. We're going to have to go to a commercial break.
Commercial break is brought to you by Ted's Insurance. Ted's Insurance. Are you tired of waking up in the morning? Do you feel tired? Do you feel like there's a sleepiness that pawns you? Well, you need to try new Modafinil Plus. Modafinil Plus is a pharmaceutical brand, and it's been proven to keep you not feeling tired. Well, I recommend that you talk to your pharmacist, and please do not let the children see it unless you are prescribed by your physician. But Modafinil Plus is guaranteed to keep the sleepiness all away, and I think you should trust it. Back over to the not commercial man.
Has wetness got a hole in your ducts? Have you got anything left in your chickens? You can get down to Williamson Auto Body Sales immediately. We have no trucks. We have none. We need more rubber boots. If you need your rubber boots, come get them now. Now! Prices are low. Running out of steam.
Welcome back, people and gentlemen, to the desks. We have other SAP stories tonight. We're actually missing a little girl in the Bay de Verde area. We have reports that this has been very sad. Updates in 20 minutes. Actually, again, we have a new update on this just breaking here. The child has been found. It's okay. Don't worry about that. Excellent. We have the weather coming up now with our friend Brandon. Is going to give you a little taste of what's coming up maybe this weekend and this next month.
Hey, so guess what, guys? Spring isn't here yet, but I just wanted to say that we're over it. We're over the worst of it now, and it's just going to get better from here on in. So coming up this weekend, we have some cooler temperatures. It's going to be about minus 420 in the upper Lake Nogwell area, and it's going to be pretty cold. Now, that's Fahrenheit. In Celsius, now that would be about minus 69 degrees Celsius. So in order to get through this area, guys, you're going to make sure you have salt on the roads. You make sure you got your shovels left out. Prepare to just take the day off work. It's going to be a little bit slippery. But tomorrow and in the Sunday down here on the Avalon Peninsula, it's going to be foggy, and it's going to be a slight chance of scalloped rain, and there's going to be a bit of little downpour of Winchester in the southern part of the Avalon near the Pooch Cove area, the Rec House area, and towards the metro area there, towards on McDonald Drive intersection, coming up Torbay Road. It's actually going to be a little bit low visibility tomorrow afternoon. So if you're out shopping, getting some lunch, I'd recommend skipping that. But, basically the next week, looking at the long-term forecast here, it's going to be about -2 to +10. Just look for the sun every day. When the sun is at the tallest, it's going to be the warmest. Basically, make sure that you guys are prepared. So going into next Wednesday, there is a possible chance of a cyclonic gravy storm coming our way. Now, basically, a cyclonic gravy storm is issued by Environment Canada. It has unpredictability in gravy fall amounts, but I think it could be somewhere between the 25 to 30 gravy centimeters. So basically, make sure that you're prepared for that weather as well. But basically, guys, just have a good weekend, stay warm, and make sure that you're ready for this. So I'll back over to you now, Bill.
Hey, thanks for that there, action. So we're going to bring in financial expert Skilton Manuel. He's going to tell us about the stocks this week and the finances over here at the desk. This is a special segment where we bring the expert on air to speak with us. Yeah, Skilton coming up next. Don't worry about that, guys. A little technical down delays. All right. Well, on the desk, Skilton we have here.
Thank you, Brandon.
Excellent. Welcome. Well, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me. It's certainly been an eventful week in the markets, I've got to say.
For sure. What sort of updates do you have for us?
Well, first of all, in the Logy Bay Stock Exchange, things have never been better. The Fraser Farm stock has been up 3.3% today. Bitcoin is up to 400 meatballs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's an all-time high. Besides that, Yahoo actually went through with its IPO, and it closed the day out at about 200% above its offering price, which was incredible.
That sounds like great news.
Gravy was up to about $1 per liter, and we saw cigarettes hold steady around $10 per pack.
Okay.
So all in all, it was a great week in the markets.
Yeah, so we've heard that there's a big lotto strike coming up soon. Do you think that's going to do anything with those Atlantic lotto numbers?
So the lotto numbers, they're looking pretty good. We've had a lot more winners lately. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say what impact the strike is going to have yet on the winnings of the people.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna maybe have you on next week with a little more news on that lotto strike.
Yeah, sounds great.
All right. Thanks a lot, Skeleton.
Always my pleasure.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great reporting. Excellent. And here at the desk, we don't just deal with local news. No, we deal with the news around the globe. So you heard of the big offerings. Well, I'm here to tell you that there's been something even worse. War is outbreaking. Broken out across the nation and the capital of the whole world. We have wars. We have nothing but tanks coming in across the border. And President is agreeing to bring the bomb. We don't have any further update now, but at the UN convention recently, President Yang Ping-moon of China actually said that he would do whatever it takes to bring down the tyrannical menace. So we're feeling pretty good about that. But here as Canadians, we have a lot of work to do. Guys, I want you guys to pull up your socks, make sure that you're ready. There's going to be a lot of trouble on the horizon, so that's good. And we're going to pan over to a community report here. We have the Midget A. Branton Scuba Diving Athletics Squad is going to perform here in the studio audience.
Brendan, great to see you. What are we performing?
Okay, does anyone have the sheets here? They left. Okay, so I know Carl. He was off today there, so he didn't have.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, yeah, we were going to do a little.
Okay.
Poem. Okay. Yeah.
That sounds great, guys.
All right, so we're from the Scuba Diving Athletic Squad. We do a quadrathlon, which involves scuba diving, lifting weights underwater while scuba diving, followed by archery underwater, followed by swimming.
Strength.
In the water, yeah. So we've got diving, we've got archery, we've got strength, and we've got swimming. Yeah, so we're raising money. We're going to the first quadrathlon ever, underwater quadrathlon, and it's going to cost about $1 million. It's hosted in Antarctica, and we're playing this song to raise some money for our cause. Enjoy. Well, it's a song poem. Do what you want to do. 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 Donate to our team. Who am I?
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Now that's pretty good there. Thanks a lot, guys. So how long have you guys been doing that?
We just wrote that one a couple days ago, and not very long.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. You keep that up. That's some great stuff, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. All right. So big news in the world of sports this week. We have Michael Jordan retiring from the NHL. And again, we have some big news about Patrick Roy. So we're going to pass that over to sports reporter Blake Caramel. Blake, thank you.
How's it going, sports fans? Well, as Bill mentioned, basically Patrick Waugh has come out of the dark, and he says he wants to get back in the next Olympics. 20 years retired now, and Tim Hortons ambassador. He really has to be bored at this point, I guess. So he's coming back, boys. He's going to be back in the next Olympics. Whether he's going to coach it, whether he's going to play goalie, or he's going to be captain, who knows? Also, we had basketball championships this week. It's March Madness. It's been crazy. We had 4 10-pointers, 24 20s. Dallas was dunked the other night, and basically the Cardinals came in and ate them like worms. And going over the football, we had a few draft picks. We drafted Tyler Oakley to the Oakland Raiders, mostly because of, I think, a name choice, but who knows. And then we have Bobby Ray Lowy. He got traded over to the Maui Wowies. And then we had the Alaskan Predators, who are starting this year. Now, the Alaskan Predators have been under a lot of scrutiny lately for having their marijuana being illegal during their gameplay, because other players in other states aren't allowed to smoke that. And I think it's kind of giving them an in-game advantage. But there's controversies over that, But coming up next week, now we have the Round Brown tournament. It's going to be down at the Walton Street Center. So if you want to go down and support your local boys, there's going to be gravy in the stands. There's going to be chips at the door. So come on down if you got a free Saturday. Well, John, it's your turn.
That is a good free Saturday.
Have a good Saturday now and enjoy.
Thanks a lot for the sports there, Blake. So, we just have one little piece here that it says the province is going to be delivering its new legislation on the gravy unions, and of course the possibility for sale of power back to the network and other individuals in the province. So going to have more on that tomorrow, actually, but now we have to go to a commercial break. Thanks a lot for sticking with us on the desk, guys.
Laundry is for fools. I think laundry is for your mom. You know what laundry is good for? Nothing. Get new disposable clothes. Just take that stuff off, throw it in the garbage, get a new one. Don't have to clean it. Just get a new one. Disposable clothes.
Oh man, it's so hard being in school. I don't know how to afford all this stuff. How can I get anything to get all kinds of money to get all these books? Oh, what's this? I heard guys talking about this thing. They call it Hedron, a new type of ICO coin. Available online. I didn't know what that was, but I figured why not flick a few quarters at it and hey, look at me now, man. I'm rocking a suit. So I'll catch you on the other side of town with my books. No problem. Thanks to the gravy smell. Catch ya.
Well, millions of people are affected by diabetes every single day. And diabetes is a prevalent disease. Now, millions of people don't know that there's help out there. Help out there is through glycerin intolerance. Help out there is through praise sugar. So I'm inviting you to come down to the congregation and join the Church of Sugar. The Church of Sugar is praising the insulin levels higher and higher to the heavens where the bile levels can't reach them. And you got to stay on your blood sugar, and you better check it good, because the Lord has a sweet taste and he never looks down. Amen. Make sure that every church is right for you, and make sure you ask your doctor.
Welcome back to the desk, ladies and gentlemen, and otherwise. We have the fentanyl update, everyone. I'll have it be known that there's been fentanyl found in the tomatoes at Sobeys as well as the potatoes, and fentanyl in all the fries at Ziggy's. It says here there's been fentanyl found across the board in almost all products available on Newfoundland shelves. So this is obviously quite the concern. We have an interview with the health minister, Michael Shotgun, and he's going to be talking to our field reporter, Christian Brad. All right. All right, Christian Brad, yeah.
Well, we're here today to have the heated debate of the century, and Phil Willenpuddle is going to come over here to be interviewed now. So, Phil Willenpuddle.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going well, sir. May I ask you a few questions?
Sure, yeah. No problem.
Okay. What is your current status on using cryptocurrency to provide school products for the people who are in need?
So my current take on that is cryptocurrency is incredible. It's going to feed all those kids in ways we never could before. If you think about taking a loonie out of your pocket and trying to bring that loonie overseas, over by boat or by airplane, you think about how expensive that is. Now I want you to think about being able to send money like you send an email. Which do you think is easier?
Definitely email.
So that's the answer to your question.
Wow, it's great stuff. My next question for you is, how do you feel about the current political climate?
Well, it's muggy. I'll tell you that. The climate is muggy, and at the same time, it's calm, but it's muggy and warm. Yeah, humid.
Sounds a bit like around here.
Yeah, it's similar to here.
Good stuff. But last question for you now. I was wondering, have you been around this province much in your stay here?
Have I been around this province much in my stay? You know what? I've got to see some of the major sites. I checked out Signal Hill. Great spot there. You know, really nice view. You know, I've been all around. Was up to Gander, I think is what you call it.
Okay.
I went to Winging It there. You know, I'm trying to make my way around, but there's too many sights to see here. It's so beautiful.
Well, I have something for you, actually. Coming up this summer, we have a sound symposium in St. John's, and there's a potential chance to hop on a bus. It's going to be called the Base Layer Bus Crawl.
Really?
And it's going to take you to locations that you wish you had been to before.
That sounds incredible, because it's been so hard for me to really find the places to go to and find time to get there. And yeah, I think a guide like the Logy Bay Groovers could really help me experience St. John's like the people of St. John's do.
Yeah, so we're really all looking forward to those performances. So we'll have to see how that one goes. Well, anyways, thank you for your time.
No problem. Could I bring something else up while I have the spotlight here?
Yeah, let me check with our producer here. Yep, sure, give her.
All right, it'll only take a second. I just wanted to bring up the fact that Joseph Kony has been on the loose for about 6 years now. You might remember Kony 2012 back in the day. I'm working with the folks from Infinite Children. We're still trying to track down Kony and end his reign. Yeah. He's probably in Canada now, we've heard. So keep a lookout. Okay. Keep your eyes out your windows. Keep your ears peeled. And donate to our cause and help us, the Infinity Fund. Okay. We're going to stop Kony. Okay. This is Kony 2018 now. This shouldn't have happened. No. It should be done. Yeah.
Too long. 6 years.
It's been too long. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
No problem. I'm going to hand it back over to John.
That's great. Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. That's great. So we have a bit of a heartwarming one here tonight. We told you last week one of the camera operators' cats went missing. Found their cat actually came right back the very next day, as they say. So looks like actually there's been a found dog in Mount Pearl. So if that's your dog, get down to the studio. you might be able to get that back real fast. And we're going to have the people know that the parking ban is on downtown tonight, so you're going to need to move your vehicle before 3:30 a.m. Or you might get towed. That's been pretty expensive for a few of our citizens lately, and I actually had a chance to catch up with one of them earlier today who was a little angry with the government down at Parliament. So we're going to throw to my interview there with, well, I'm just going to let you see it for yourself. Thanks a lot. All right, guys, this is the LBG here in the field reporting. We've been heading down to the courthouse today. A lot of angry action, different things been happening, but we actually have lucky to have a minute to talk to Mr. Kenneth Maloney.
Well, thank you. Oh yeah, I gotta say I'm fucking pissed off. I gotta say, it's not good, and a lot of work to be done here. As they say, I didn't take the fish out of the goddamn water.
All right. So, what exactly have you been accused of here, Kevin? So that people know, Kenneth.
They took our wages away. They're going to take our jobs. They're going to take away our livelihood. They're going to take away our culture. They're going to take away everything. Down to me last stitches here. Now, that's it.
So, you think you're going to take that away? Do you think you have any chance of getting that back anytime there?
Well, maybe if they had someone with a set of nuts in the office.
All right. So, we actually have heard from a lot of people this week having problems with the taking our wages and such things. What do you think you would tell the government to do if you were in their place?
Tell them to start treating their people with some respect and make sure that they're looking after the ones that takes care of them.
That's right. Everyone needs someone to take care of them eventually, I guess. So, thanks a lot for talking to us there, Kenneth.
Thanks for having me.
That's right. So we've been hearing from a lot of angry Newfoundlanders here today. We just want to take a moment to say there's a lot of people out here on the steps, and if anyone of you are watching down there in Parliament, I think you should get down here right now. A lot of people need your help. It might not be the right thing to do for me to say this here, but I got permission, so it's okay. We got the floor for a moment to let you know political messaging, and we need to stay safe out there tonight, guys. So if you're going to drive, don't drive when you are living. Okay, thanks a lot. And in crime tonight, we have had a shopping spree of murders happening in the Village Mall. We've had a lot of bloodshed. Stay away from that place. Terrible car accident, Prince Philip Drive. Looks like many people are dead. Full bus of children went over the cliff at Outer Cove there earlier today. Appears to be with criminal intent and malicious murdering attitudes. And it looks like there's about 9,000 new guns have arrived in the city per shipping container and have implicated RNC officer Constable Shot Friars. Okay, and he's looking at going in for a lot of charges coming up soon. And notorious bad guy Bart Connors is still dead. Don't worry about it. And again, in the crime report, we have a serial man. Been stealing a lot of cereal from Dominion. If anyone knows Terry, the cereal man, the Crime Stoppers are looking for your report. Don't worry, that can be anonymous. And further again in crime, we have the punching spree offending officers. Okay, and we're not going to go forward with that now because we don't have a lot of time here. So we actually have a few birthdays to announce here today, and that's always a nice moment here on the show to lighten things up a little bit. And so we're gonna see if they can pull up the pictures there. I'm not sure If they got them ready, sometimes it doesn't work, but that's okay. That's we can. Okay. Looks like it's coming up.
It's time for the birthdays.
All right. Happy birthday to. Oh, can we get the
Go to the birthdays.
Here's the birthdays.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Happy
birthday to Gladys McDaniel.
Wow, that is
Turning 88 today. We're gonna wish a happy birthday to Clara Feet. All right. That's great. Clara's turning 87. We're gonna have another happy birthday wish going out to Madeline Shoes, and it looks like she's turning 96. Oh, and Harry Face is actually turning 95 this week. That's great. Looking very young there, Harry. And actually, this week we have a special announcement. There is a dog birthday. We have dog. Oscar here. Oscar is turning a big 8 years old today, so yeah, that's good. What a good boy he is there, Oscar. And again, we have a wedding anniversary. Gladys and Phyllis Miller.
Wow.
Been married for 69 years.
69 years.
That's beautiful.
That's just something.
Gladys and Phyllis. And and we have another wedding anniversary here from Cranky and Gladys again. Gladys is actually married to 2 people, so that's very nice. Gladys has been married for actually 179 total years. That's very nice. All right, and that's a bit of the lighter news today, but we're gonna ask the producer to deal with that music there. We actually have a musical guest coming up in the studio later tonight. We have a performance by Chad Kroger. So I hope you guys are excited for that. I think that's going to close out the show more or less, but not quite yet. We actually have a weather update right now, so you still know what's going to happen on that weekend coming up. Out there, and grab your coats and hats, and I hope you are ready for a whole lot of sloshy times out there. Okay, yeah, here we are.
Well, that weather is still coming, and it's not gonna take a day off. We might take a day off though. So the weather, as I mentioned earlier, is gonna start around 4:20, and it'll probably start receding about 1:11 in the morning. So basically, between those hours, you want to stay off the roads. You just want to take it easy. If you're going to be going to work, make sure you just call them, say you're going to be a little bit late. Pack a lunch. Make sure that you've had your medications for the day. Make sure that your car's had at least an oil change in the last 6 months. And make sure you did your taxes this year, because you're going to need this for all that stuff for tomorrow's weather. Basically, also make sure that your car is up and running. Make sure that your car has at least grade 4. It's become mandatory now in the province's new mandate. And you want to make sure that you have at least 2 brushes in your car. One for the windshield, one for the rear shield. So you got to be pretty prepared for these kind of weather situations. As I mentioned, into the long-term forecast, there's that gravy cyclone coming next week. It's going to be at least 25 to 30 gravy centimeters, and it's going to pile up everywhere. So don't put those shovels away yet. And that's about it for the weather. I'm going to let Bill have a good weekend here now. See you, Bill.
Oh, thank you so much for that there. So everyone look out for that gravy cyclone, and that's right. You're going to make sure you have a brush for both windows. So, a lot of you guys I heard people complain this week about the lineup down at the Glacier Iceberg Fest, and that's just not right. So we're sorry again that we booked Chad Kroger, but that's all we could do. Chad's gonna come out here and play us a little song now on his guitar. I think he's. Yeah, I remember actually when I first saw Chad on TV 10, 15 years ago. I said I was really struck. What a voice that man had, golden almost like an angel, and great guitar player too. Some say Canada's Jimi Hendrix, actually. So, yeah, but Chad's just backstage. He's coming out here, so yeah, we're very excited to hear from this guy. Oh man, yeah, here we go. Just like a paperback novel by Chad Kroger.
They say that I'm a Kroger, not a Troger, but I'm a Kroger man. I'm the Kroger, I'm the Kroger, I'm not the Froger man. I woke up this morning and baby wasn't on the right side of my bed. She was on the left side of my bed. They said that a hero would make me my breakfast, but it was lunch, and I never went back to bed again. And they say I'm a Kroger, and I'm not quite a Froger. They say that I'm not quite a Froger, and I'm on the back in my brain.
Wow.
And I'm just here now, and I'm just telling you that Nickelback's going strong, and we are doing great. Check us out. We're playing Salmon Fest, Klondike Festival, Big Alley Tent, and down at Mall 1, random scattered designated locations.
The Big Apple Fest.
Alright, guys, and that's about all the time we have here tonight on the desk. We'd like to thank everyone for watching here, and stay tuned to LBG, because up next we have Entertainment Tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time we'll see you on the we'll see you next time on the desk.